doing a video from my cat is Jenga, let it go. First, I want to thank everybody for sending me private messages and emails, and a couple of you wrote at the bottom of these videos. It really helps me come up with ideas on what you guys are interested in and what fellow actors maybe feel weak about, or people who just don't know what to do next. And that was the goal of making all these videos, was to help other actors get their career started, or get their career progressing faster, or just getting to a level that they were having trouble get to. This video is going to be about actual acting classes in New York City, where to take them. In addition to having the casting director intensives and one-on-ones with casting directors, you need to actually have acting classes in your background. For starters, you should have a couple of different types of classes on your resume. The first one should be technique. You should also have a scene study, an improv. If you're interested in commercials or TV, you might want to take a commercial class. You can also take voice lessons or speech class. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything to do with being a good singer, but it helps you understand your voice and deflections and just get further in character. And this last one is really important if you want television or film, is you need to have an on-camera class. There are several different places in the city that you can take these classes. The first one I recommend is HB Studio. It's in the West Village, and that's one of the first acting schools in the city that I went to. I love it. I think the teachers are really there because they love acting and they love teaching acting. Nobody's trying to one-up anybody. It's just, how can you be a better actor, and what can they do to help you become better actors? They offer a variety of classes. They offer technique, 1, 2, and 3. They offer scene study, in an advanced scene study. They offer vocal coaches. They offer like accents and dialects. They offer on camera. They have so many things to offer, whether it be theater with Shakespeare. They have so much to offer. That's a really, really great place to work and experiment, because class should feel safe, and this place definitely feels safe. And I can recommend one teacher. I would recommend Trudy Steibel, because she's amazing and she is the sweetest person in the world, but her advice is really helpful, and she's not so sweet that you'd feel like you didn't accomplish anything or she was just agreeing with you. She's like got that tough love thing. So I would recommend HB Studio. At HB, they use the Uta Hagen technique, and they make you buy the book and stuff, but it's a great book, and I really recommend doing it. The next class that I want to say is the Ted Barty School in Chelsea. It's a great place to take classes. There's only 16 students per class, which it really gives a lot of attention to each student, and I think that's really important. Again, they can also audit classes, and they accept actors of all levels, which is a really nice thing, because anybody that's just starting out needs a place to go, just like the people who have been acting for 10 years need a place to come back to and kind of tone up their skills, or maybe they just never wanted to leave classes because it's so much fun, because it should be fun. They do teach teen classes as well, and they use the Meisner technique. So if you're not really into using that technique, you might not really want to go to that school. But if you do, it's a great place to use the Meisner technique. They have their advanced scene study classes that end up leading to public performances and industry showcases. So that's a great thing to have in an acting school, because it gets you out there. The next place that I would recommend is the Atlantic Acting School. They have auditing that you can do in the classes, so you can just pay I think it's like a $20 fee or something to audit the class to see if you like it, which is really a great idea. Many of the schools do that, and I would recommend checking out different schools by auditing classes so that you can get an understanding of how that teacher works, what the actual school is like, the environment, so you feel safe. Not like safe like someone's gonna come out and scare you, but do you feel safe messing up and trying things that may or may not work in that classroom. They have a 2-year conservatory. They have ongoing workshops. They have cold readings, acting technique. They have things for young actors, like teenagers and younger. They have movement classes and a few other things, but it's definitely a great place to work. A little expensive, but most things in the city are. If you're really into doing Shakespeare and very classical types, maybe you're really into theater, you might want to check out Judith Shakespeare. They do like 10 to 15 students per class, but there is private coaching available if that's something that you're more into. Again, there's auditing, and they accept all different levels of actors. And they also are really into bridging the gap between the contemporary and the classical acting. So if you're very into theater and want to do Shakespeare, I would really, really recommend that place. The next class that I recommend is T. Schreiber Studio. They don't allow auditing, but they only have between 10 and 12 students per class. Again, that's a lot of the one-on-one attention that is important. Their classes are ongoing, and they offer work-study programs to students that have been enrolled for at least 3 months there. They have on-camera auditioning classes, commercial, vocal production, body dynamics, Shakespeare, and they have a 6-week conservatory that incorporates acting and voice and body, the whole shebang. Another one that I recommend is the William Esper Studio. They have a 22 student max. Again, they don't offer auditing. They do offer like work study stuff for students that have been there. I think it's second year students. You have to be there, yeah, I think second year students that it's available for. The last one that I recommend is the Beverly Hills Playhouse, but for New York City. They also have one in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles. The website on this place isn't the best. I think it's a little confusing, and they really need to have a better contact us area, so you have to call them. It's $250 for your first 4 weeks because it comes with a whole bunch of books and stuff, and it's $200 for additional 4 weeks of classes. I believe it's every Tuesday from 12 to 4, I think. And it's ongoing, so you can kind of pick whatever Tuesday you want to start, and it's 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks. If you miss a Tuesday, you're kind of out of luck. But they do offer auditing, and again, I really feel like auditing is the way to go. You kind of feel if you're comfortable in that environment. And thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you found an acting class that works for you in New York City. Again, if you live outside New York City, take a bus on and take a train in. And get yourself some awesome acting classes. If you have anything else that you'd like me to do videos on, please just private message me, email me, or just write something on the bottom. Please don't forget to subscribe to these videos. Have a good day. Bye, guys.